Shaddai, Ascension of the Metatron is a game developed by Ignition Tokyo and was released in 2011 on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. It is a third-person action game that features some platforming elements, and was led by the same person who did the character design for Devil May Cry and Okami. Sounds pretty awesome, right? Well, yes and no.
Let me tell you a tale. It took place 360,000... no, 14,000 years ago.
The story was inspired by the Book of Enoch, in that the main character's name is Enoch, a scribe seeking 7 fallen angels to prevent a great disaster from destroying mankind. Enoch has one friend, his guardian angel, Lucifer, who is in charge of protecting the world, and he himself exists outside of time itself. He also serves as a save point. Anyways, the story is basic. Go to Earth, bring back the fallen angels, save the world. Though the mission is straightforward, the actual plot itself is full of twists that can be both good and poor at the same time, as well as a bunch of unusual encounters along the way through your journey. One thing that does not help the game is that it ends rather abruptly. It makes sense as to why, but the sudden stop after a few hours did not sit well with me. Moving on to the gameplay. It's action-packed, like Devil May Cry, and you have 3 different weapons you can eventually wield. They are the Arc, the quick half-blade weapon that's on the video game cover art, Gale, a long-distance weapon that fires mini projectiles at the enemy, and Veil, a hard-hitting weapon that doubles as a shield. What's unique about the battle is that your weapon gets tainted and can shatter if you don't perform some sort of upkeep, like purifying it. Not to worry, you can pinch the enemy's weapon off them when they're stunned or you knock them out, purifying it as you steal it and allowing you to use it instantly. These are the only weapons in the game, but they don't feel too overused by the end of it. Not only are your weapons unique, but your health meter is also measured in an interesting way. Enoch wears a special armor that slowly chips away, leaving him with a pair of stylish jeans in the end. When that happens, you know you're almost dead, but you have a chance at reviving him if you screw up by mashing the buttons like a maniac to gain back full armor. This can only happen a few times, so be cautious. The enemies in the game are often very similar in appearance throughout the entire thing, taking on the form of polygon-type enemies wielding the weapons you can steal. During your platforming jumps, you'll come to designated areas that are large and obviously holding an enemy encounter. Speaking of platforming, it can be very easy in some places, but also very deceiving as some of the more artsy backgrounds don't always show you the most obvious floors to jump on. Overall, the combination of action and platforming go well with one another, even if the enemies are less than creative. The most striking feature about this game is the art. My god, just look at all those areas. They're all different, and sometimes they even turn into 2D side-scrolling platforming areas. And others turn into weird, colorful places. I basically bought this game just because of the trippy art worlds you encounter. It was so much fun going through the different areas just to see what exactly it would look like. I barely paid any attention to what was loosely called the plot, as the visuals were way more pleasing and the music was great fun. Not only that, but the voice acting, especially for Lucifer, is top-notch. It's great!
And even then, he wouldn't let anyone tell him what to do. Not even me.
Don't buy this game for an amazing plot, buy it so you can look at some really stunning visuals and worlds created by the fallen angels. The combat is fun at first, but passable near the end of the game. And fortunately, it's a one-off game. Once you finish it, you'll never have to go back, unless you want all the achievements. Have you planned to play this game? Use the Veil weapon. It's seriously the best. And if you can, avoid using Gale. It kinda sucks. Enjoy!